And good evening to everybody. Welcome to this 5th episode of the 4th series of Maternity and Midwifery Hour. My name's Sue Macdonald. It's my honour to be the curator of the Maternity and Midwifery Festivals and this hour. And we're joined this evening by Sorcha Magee, who's a specialist fetal wellbeing midwife at Croydon, and Dr. Mary Sheridan, who is newborn and infant physical examination NIPE lead at King's College. So welcome to both of you. And we always start this and we put our speakers on the spot for a little moment of the week. So could we put you on the spot? And Sorcha, could you share with us your moment of the week?
Hi, so my moment of the week is I've just noticed in my garden my flowers are starting to bloom, so it's a fantastic to see and know that spring's finally here, and it's really made my week just to go out into the garden, to really observe and to see them.
Lovely. Spring is here, the winter's over. It's fantastic. Thank you for that, Sorcha. How about Mary?
Yeah, mine's similar. I went on Sunday to do some shopping, and I thought that was going to be the highlight of my week, to get out to the shops. But actually, as I was driving through some country areas, I saw all the bluebells were out. Because it was just amazing to see that all that colour and the greenery and the trees in blossom. So after we've all been locked in, it was great to get out and also see the spring out there.
Amazing. It's wonderful how nature knows what to do without us. Fantastic. Thank you for those moments. We've got a great place to start. Now, I'm just reminding people that these hours were developed in response to the COVID pandemic. And the idea behind this was to provide a continuing professional development opportunity and also to get information out there in a timely way to people who are very busy and very stressed and maybe only had a very short time to sort of catch up with CPD. Perfect this is also if you're thinking about your revalidation, or if you've got a project to do, or if you're learning about the particular topic. And I think there'll be some people with us this evening who for that is true. And these are all accessible alongside all the Maternity and Midwifery Festival resources through Matflix. So anybody who wants to catch up, replay, or just look at the back catalogue, loads of information, loads of wonderful resources for you. You're very welcome to go and dig through them. And probably you better have a big cup of coffee with you and a few biscuits, because you'll get just addicted to it, I can promise you. Okay, we're moving along the roadmap. And now I think there are lots of things opening next week, which is good news, and it's very positive. And now the sort of statistics are looking a lot better, especially in the vaccination area, and that's fantastic. But of course, there still are people who are poorly and in hospital and being cared for. So we send a big thank you to people who are caring for them, the nurses and midwives, doctors, all healthcare workers looking after people in the accident emergency and high dependency and intensive care. And also we have to say a big thank you to all our maternity staff who've carried on, because you have to, because mothers and babies still need care. So thank you to those people, and a thank you to people in the vaccination centres, because I know there's quite a lot of our midwife colleagues who are also doubling up doing vaccination work. So well done on you too. And of course the key workers that keep everything going. Thank you to you. So that's a big thank you all the way around. I think that probably takes care of just about everyone in the UK anyway, so thank you. Now tonight is the end of Ramadan, so I want to wish all of our Muslim friends and our colleagues Eid Mubarak, and I hope I've said that in a correct way, and I hope that the year ahead is peaceful and filled with joy and health and all the things that you would wish at the end of Ramadan. It's also today the International Day of the Nurse, so big greetings to our nurse colleagues and friends all over the world. And I had my moment of the week was sending out a sort of tweet I looked for an image of nursing and my nursing background, and found an old image of me with a hat and a bow under my chin in the days when that's what we did. And so I had a little sort of reminisce, which was lovely. And having feedback from friends all over was also really lovely too. Okay, also the Brits were last night. I like to have plenty of good news in here. And it was lovely to see Dame Elizabeth Anyonwu, I'd just say Dame Elizabeth actually, honoured last week also at the Brits. She's done so much for sickle cell and is an inspiration to us all. Fantastic. So well done, Dame Elizabeth, to you. It's also Maternal Mental Health Awareness Week, so look out for any events or resources. I know that Mummy's Star, the charity, and also the Practicing Midwife are doing a lot of activities in that area, so do have a look, see what's available to just raise the awareness. Another report that you might find useful is the Association of South Asian Midwives and Society of African Caribbean Midwives have released a report this week from work with Black and Brown midwives, and it's called What We Need to Thrive: Experiences of Ethnically Marginalised Midwifery Professionals in the Workplace. I've put this on the resources page, and it's really worth reading, and it's quite uncomfortable reading actually, because the midwives and nurses who were interviewed were giving some quite shocking comments on things that were said to them, ways they were treated, and I think we need to take that on board. This is an ongoing pathway we're on, but it's worth reading, so have a look. There's also, on a slight change of scene, still the NHS supply chain uniform survey, which you may wish to participate in. Quite simple, to put your views forward, and I know some midwives feel very strongly about uniforms, so do put your 10 penworth in. So check out the resources page for that. So I've jumped through all that news, and I'll say Eid Mubarak again, just to complete the circle. And I'll move to the main meat of the evening, which I think is really important. We're looking very much at the baby this evening. We're looking at fetal physiology and monitoring, and we're looking at the examination of the newborn. And I think this is especially important at the moment because we're aware of the standards of proficiency from the NMC, which are creating quite a bit of work for teaching midwives and for lecturers as they look at the curriculum, because there are certain aspects of the curriculum that are being enhanced, I would say, and one of them is around examination of the newborn, which is becoming much more part of that curriculum with the proficiencies. So we need to look at that for midwives who are existing in practice, many of whom will have completed the examination newborn program or NIPE programs, but some of whom haven't and might need to update themselves, but also for the students going through the programs this will form part of their program. So we're going to start first of all with Sorcha. I'm delighted to welcome Sorcha Magee, who's a specialist fetal wellbeing midwife at Croydon Health Services NHS Trust. She trained at St George's and she's worked in all areas of midwifery, but she's settled into fetal wellbeing as her passion. And she's currently undertaking a master's in patient safety and clinical human factors at Edinburgh University, which I would say is really informing the work she's doing at the moment. She's implemented a thorough CTG training with human factors for the doctors and midwives at Croydon, which has a 95% compliance rate with training and the lowest HIE rates in Southwest London at present, and I'm sure Sorcha is going to share this with you, so I'm really so delighted she's with us. So welcome, Sorcha. The screen is now yours.
Thanks for watching this video from the Maternity and Midwifery Forum. For more expert opinion and analysis, hit the button below to subscribe.